So going on to the next one, we have this line right here, which is showing that the velocity is in the positive direction, but it's staying exactly the same for that line right there. So to represent that on the velocity versus time graph, we have this little line right here, which shows that the velocity is positive, but it's staying the same, basically. Then on the distance graph, that plateau there shows that there is no velocity for that time period. So on the velocity versus time graph, we have this portion right here which shows zero velocity. Then here, the end part, the distance drops off and starts to head towards the negative direction, which means that your velocity is going to be negative, but the velocity starts out quick in the negative direction, but then it starts to slow down. So to represent that, we have that drop off there where it goes really quick into the negative direction and starts to slow down towards not moving at all, which would be the end right there. And on to the next one. This one starts out going, the velocity starts out going in the negative direction at a pretty good rate of speed. And then it starts to slow down and slow down, and it never stops slowing down, but the velocity never stops going in the negative direction. So to represent that, we have this right here where it's going really fast and it starts to slow down, slow down, slow down, but it never becomes positive. It stays in the negative direction the entire time. On to the next one. This one is basically a sine graph, so I use my graphing calculator with the derivative, which is cosine, and I graph that to help me draw my velocity versus time graph. This is probably the most difficult one. Right here, the first part, you can see that the velocity starts out positive, in the positive direction. It starts out pretty quick, but immediately it's slowing down, and eventually starts going to the negative direction. Which, right here we have it starting out quick, and then it slows down, and eventually right here it goes into the negative direction. So then, starting right here again, it's still heading in the negative direction, but now it's starting to slow down again, and then it starts to go into the positive direction. So right here we have it slowing down, and then it starts to go into the positive direction. Actually, I'm sorry, it starts to slow down here, and then it goes